from the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and I have the leader of the Right on One Army here with me, who also happens to be the welterweight champion, Anthony Babyface Blackburn. Welcome back to the Petty Corner.
Thanks for having me on. How's it going? How you doing?
Of course, you're always welcome here. I'm doing good. I hope you are doing well. You look fully recovered from your match.
Definitely, yeah. We got, growing a little facial hair back, cover up with a little scarring or whatever I have left. It's just dry. I think next time I'm definitely gonna lotion my face more because I think my skin was kind of dry for the match and it hurt me more.
Are you guys actually allowed to lotion? Because I feel like in like the UFC and stuff, you're not allowed to.
So not like right before the match, but the whole week leading up to it, catch me with like a face mask on, basically. So I'm gonna make sure it's moisturized 100%.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. I was in the media room, but then, I kind of forgot to ask you some questions. But your opponent had missed weight, so there was no belt on the line. I kind of just wanted to get your thoughts on you could have made history being the first welterweight champion to defend the belt, but it technically doesn't count as a defense because there was no belt on the line. So how are you feeling about that?
It's like it's a tough situation because obviously you want to have that belt on the line and you want to, everyone else like Damian and Isaiah, they both have two belts walking around Vegas. I'm like, man, oh, I missed out on that, but I get a little bump on the purse, so it works out in the end, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you have a good attitude about it. And then I also wanted to talk to you about because they gave out some, and I have them right here, and they might kind of get messed up for my ring light, but oh no, they're not. You are one of the lucky three to be picked on the pre-release promo cards, the first ever
hmm
cards to be dropped. Like, how do you feel about that?
I think it's super sweet. So at the event, uh, during the Slap News event, my dad had talked to CJ and we got his number because he's also from Michigan. So he sent my dad a good big box of cards. So I'm hoping to get them sent out and PSA graded.
Oh, that's dope. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I should do that with mine too. I'm such a nerd. I collect graded cards and all that. So I should do that. I didn't even think about it. Are they in the system yet to get graded yet or no?
I have no clue. So we're going to have to talk to someone I have a buddy that has a membership and he sends in Pokemon cards and stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit cheaper to send it in through him. And then there's a
Yeah.
little discount if you do so many cards. So we're going to do a pretty good group of 20 or so cards and hopefully get them all graded. Hopefully with like a autographed certification or something.
Yeah. You can also send those to Beckett too for autographs.
Okay,
That'd
cool.
be dope. I can't wait. I should have had you sign mine while I was there. So I brought them home for my kids. I got like three sets of them, one for like me and my husband, and then one for each of our kids. And they were like, "Oh, I wish you would have had Blackburn sign it." I was like, "I know, I'm sorry."
And it was cool because they were just handing them out like they were not like hot cakes. And you could take as many as you want. We grabbed a whole big stack of them. It was cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
being a part of the promo group, it's really cool to see the first rendition of the cards. And come January or early February, something like that, we're gonna see packs getting released. So I'm excited for that.
Yes, I can't wait to. I need to like rip a whole case. But after your match, you kind of called out Rob.
Yeah, why not? Shake things up a little bit. That's what everyone's trying to do is, shake things up, get a little stir of the pot action. Like, I know you've heard all the middleweights coming down to welterweight. So why can't I go down too?
Yeah, I love it. Okay, but yeah, so I guess I feel like Azael started that trend. He formally announced publicly that he was moving down, and then a bunch of other people said they are also going down. Maybe they had been thinking about it for a while, and they just decided to announce it all at the same time. But how do you feel about? I'm going to ask you about Azael first because there was a video going around from the early days of Power Slap, and you said you wanted to go against him. So like, how does
hmm
that feel knowing that you possibly have the matchup that you've been calling for since day one?
I think it's crazy. Like that was at face offs and weigh-ins for Power Slap 1. So I was on a pre-recorded match for that one with Jimmy, and then there was a random guy with his phone out, and he's like, "You want to do an interview real quick?" And I just, seen Azael in season one, and he did awesome. So I was like, let me call out one of the best guys, and now you can see how far he's came in the sport. He's one of the top guys in middleweight. So bring him on. I'm ready to face the best.
Yes. And we have talked about, the welterweight, like outside of the top few, that there's not really much going on there. So I feel like it's going to add a lot of excitement. And I feel like they could take like a few different angles with this, like just from Power Slap 10. I know me and you have talked about that you wanting to be a coach. And then Azael was also a contestant in the house. And we saw him be a little hot mess, but while he was there. But I feel like if you guys were coaches, that would set up like a good storyline for you guys to have a match against each other. And his experience being in the house, like people might actually listen to like keep their head on straight and not fight with people or just act crazy and stuff like that. But on Power Slap 10, I feel like they could also do that with Isaiah and Brandon or Damien and Dorian too. So but yeah, how would you feel about that if they put you as a coach against him?
I would love to do like a coaching on the season to where it's, you get some of the new strikers in, and if they even have like a whole women's season where it's only women in the house, that would be kind of wild, be a part of that. So, or even, coaching at an event, 11 or 12 would be really cool. I'm sure they got it all figured out closely by now, but we're still waiting by the phone.
Yes, I love it. And I know that I feel like we talked after the match, and you felt like you and Manny have to go your own ways. Azael getting out into the mix. There's some more guys coming down, but potentially, who do you think would be next for you? Would you think Azael or like one of the other guys coming down?
I would say out of anyone that has the best chance, it would be out of anyone coming down out of the middleweight division, probably be Azael, just because he's coming off a win against Eddie, and it's a pretty impressive win. I don't see anybody else that really is on that kind of trajectory, because it's either he stays where he's at and fights for the belt again, which just changed hands once again, and they got their own kind of feud going on there. So I could see him coming down and shaking things up as a little bit a better step in good direction towards the belt for him.
I love it. When do you want to come back? Like, when do you want your next match? Like, are you ready for Saudi, or you kind of want to take a little bit of time and wait for March?
Oh, I'm ready for Saudi. If they called me and had something set up for me, I'm saying yes right away, just to be able to have that experience to get over there and use my passport. So yeah, I'd definitely say yes to Saudi.
I can't wait. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you and your time. I'm so excited that you're coming off a win, and I hope that you have a great Christmas and New Year with your family. Right on
You,
one.
you too. Thank you. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.